Hey everyone, Dave here with another Blu-ray DVD collection update video. This is the first video I'm doing for 2024, so January 2024. It's been a few months since I've done one of these. We'll talk about that in a minute, and we have got a whole bunch of stuff to take a look at in today's video. We're going to be taking a look at the latest couple of deliveries that I've received from the great team over at Umbrella Entertainment. As you've seen, a lot of stuff to take a look at here, so let's get into it. Alright, welcome to 2024. This is the first video that I'm filming here. This is the January 2024 Umbrella Entertainment video. I've got some stuff to take a look at from Sanity and Via Vision imprint as well, which I'll put into separate videos, which I'll be uploading over the next few days, the next couple of weeks, whenever I manage to get them up. But yeah, in this one, as I said, we're going to take a look at this massive behemoth of a delivery from Umbrella Entertainment. In actuality, this is stuff that came in, I think there might be like 3 deliveries worth of stuff here. It's actually been a while since I've been able to do one of these videos because I've been hectic. I was overseas in Japan. I went over to do a thing for Netflix over there, and then I came back, and of course it's the holiday season and Christmas and New Year's, and I like to take a little bit of time off in January. It's my only downtime that I get throughout the year, so I've just had a couple of weeks off, and yeah, there's been a lot of stuff that I've been just trying to catch up on in that time, movies and stuff like that. I'm also building a house. Yeah, my partner and I, we bought a block of land and we're building a house. So a lot of stuff is going on at the moment. But finally getting a chance to sit down and talk about some of the awesome movies that have come in my way over the last couple of months. First off, I want to have a look at the merchandise collection that Umbrella has sent over. This is like their new merch collection that is available over on their website. I'm wearing their cap right here with their little Umbrella logo. Can't remember the name of this guy, Umbi or something. I'm probably just making that up. Umbi? I don't know, but that's awesome. It's that classic Umbrella logo that they used to use years and years ago. They, of course, changed it to a more streamlined thing, but I love the little character. He's also on this little tote bag that you can get. So there's all sorts of different little variants of the little umbrella guy. There's the classic one of him hanging off the umbrella. There's the horror one. There's one that looks like he's got a whip, cowboy, standard guy. Anyway, that's really, really cool. And of course on the back it says, feed your machine. It's a really cool little tote bag. You can use this to go DVD shopping or anything. Not that a lot of physical stores are selling DVDs these days, Blu-rays, whatever. But there you go. You can take that out and get whatever. I'm also wearing the t-shirt, which has got a little VHS here. And again, it says feed your machine. And then the back is the real piece de resistance of this piece. If you can see it right there. Whole bunch of VHS on the back of Umbrella titles that have been released over the years. I think that's really awesome. So yeah, thanks to Umbrella for sending over these cool pieces of merch. They are available exclusively over on their website. Really cool stuff right there. And this is actually a really nice t-shirt. They've sent me a few t-shirts in the past, like the Weird Al shirt. There's like a Razorback t-shirt that came through as well. They're actually all really, really good quality stuff. So worth the price, I think. So definitely grab them if you want to just throw a little bit of extra support the way of Umbrella. Now, let us take a bunch of this stuff out. We've got some standard releases to take a look at. We have got some slipcovered releases here to take a look at. We have got some collector's editions here to take a look at, and we have got this massive behemoth oh man, everything's falling all over the place. We've got this massive behemoth right here, which I think we'll look at first because I just want to get it out of the way. That's everything from that massive box right there. So give me a second to just push all them to the side, and we're going to take a look at this guy right here. This is the Dune Collection. Yes, Frank Herbert's Dune Collection. This is the 2 television miniseries. Now, Umbrella actually released these individually, or did they do like a double pack of them a little while ago, which I did get into my collection, which are a really cool set. These are I guess they were from the 90s or early 2000s. It's the 2, early 2000s Dune series. So there's Dune 2000 and Children of Dune, which is the follow-up series. There's some really cool actors and stuff in these. James McAvoy, first and foremost, is on the cover of these anyway. I haven't had a chance to look through the series yet. It's just a big time commitment. But I wanted to get my hands on this box set because it really is awesome. I think this is one of the coolest sets that Umbrella has ever done. So this is limited to 1,500 pieces. I'm not too sure if it's still available. I know it's been, I've taken my time getting to this. But I think the individual set is still available. I'm not sure. But anyway, have a look on their website. Go over, take a look. I think this is really cool. This slides out like this. Massive. And on the inside, we get the set right there, which is the 2 series. It has a different cover to the previous release. And in fact, it's got the 2 series plus a massive bonus disc filled with like hours and hours of special features, making of documentaries, production, behind the scenes featurettes, heaps and heaps and heaps of stuff. The secrets of Frank Herbert's Dune, still galleries, audio commentaries, a whole bunch of stuff. So if you have the previous release, it's actually missing all of these bonus features. I believe all of the stuff on here is archival, so if you have all the old DVDs and stuff, you've probably got the features that are included on this. I just don't think they were all transferred over to the previous Umbrella release for whatever reason. So yeah, that's inside there. I think is nice. I really like how they've kind of been able to stick everything in this box. We've got, I guess what I like to call lobby cards, photo cards, that are kind of a staple of the big Umbrella releases these days. I really love these things. I actually printed on really nice photo paper too. Unlike some of them are just sort of like matte print things, but these are like on really nice. You can see their glossy photo paper and just some really cool stills from both of the series there, Dune and Children of Dune. And yeah, I'm really keen to take a look at this. Dune has never really been something I've been all that into. I like the movie, the recent movie. I'm keenly awaiting Dune 2, but as far as the series, the books, all that kind of stuff, the David Lynch movie, never anything I've really seen or been into. So I'm keen to take a dive into this series. You've also got a massive, I'm guessing what's going to be like a huge poster here. If we can get it out of that nice little packaging there. I'm sorry if this is tedious to watch out there. I don't really do any sort of editing on these videos anymore because it's just too time consuming. But here we go. Yeah, massive poster, and it's going to be on that side, the sandworm, and then on the other side you've got that, which is really cool print. If you're a fan of the series, hang that up on your wall or just keep it in the box like I do. Never put the posters up. Is that a weird thing? Anyway, and then inside, this I think is really cool, is this massive hardcover book on the series. You've just got sort of like production photographs, you've got essays in there, concept art, photo, like costume tests, a bit of everything. So if you're a fan of this series, this is definitely a worthy book. There's write-ups on the characters and the actors and just everything. I think it's a really nice little book that they've put together for that there. Again, really nice hardcover, sturdy thing, and I believe it is exclusive to the set. So that's really cool. Now, also, this is the piece de resistance of this set. I think is so cool. That's really why I wanted it. You get what is a, I won't use the word Lego because it's not actually Lego. I don't know what word you want to use for it, but it's a buildable sandworm with these little blocks. You use these little blocks to build the massive sandworm. Haven't had time to put that together for you, but you can go online and is there a picture of it? Oh, there's a picture of it on the back here. You build the massive sandworm with something or other there, which is really awesome. So I will build that at some point. I just have not had the time to do that yet. So yeah, that is awesome. I believe, I'm not too sure if it's sold out, but if it is still available, that's worth every cent that they're charging for that because it's a really, really nice box set. I think that's just about the most, at least the most lavish sort of box set they've ever put together. So I think that's really nice. Now let's take a look at some of the special edition collections we've got here. Firstly, let's take a look at Talk to Me. This is smash hit Aussie horror film that came out last year. I did want to get around to watching this before doing this video. Unfortunately, did not have the time. There's just so much stuff. But yeah, apparently this is awesome. I love a good psychological kind of horror. I'm really getting into this kind of horror stuff now. In the past, you would have seen me say, I'm not a horror fan. I'm really kind of embracing this kind of, again, psychological sort of horror stuff. I just love it. I love all this kind of new age horror that's coming out at the moment. So Talk to Me, this comes in a really nice little sturdy hardcover box set, as Umbrella typically do with their collector's editions. This is a collector's edition of 2,600, and I wound up with number 445, which is a pretty nice low number right there. What I love about this is that you don't only just get like your standard booklets and art cards. Again, a hallmark of these Umbrella releases. We'll take these out if I can get that off. Yeah, these really cool kind of upside down art cards there from the film, showcasing some of the behind the scenes. Well, not behind the scenes, it's like stuff from the movie, just kind of stills from the movie, production stills, really cool. We got a really nice little booklet that comes with it as well, which again sort of has essays and photographs behind the scenes, stuff like that. Really, really cool. And then what I think is really great about this is that it comes, the movie itself comes in this awesome steelbook. Really cool. Umbrella, I think this is Umbrella's first steelbook. At least it's the first one I've got into my collection anyway. And it comes as a 2-disc collection that has the movie on both 4K and Blu-ray, which is awesome. So it's nice to see Umbrella dipping a little bit further into 4K. It's got a little poster in there too. That picture there is really, really nice. So we've got a big, what I'm guessing is double-sided poster. Whoop, which is like the standard film poster there, and then on the back there's this nice one here. Yeah, so this is a really cool set. I'm really looking forward to seeing this film and in 4K to absolutely boot. Now there was a more elaborate box set put out for this one as well, where you could get like a replica of the hand. If you've seen the movie, you know the hand is sort of at the center point of the film. They use the hand to, I'm guessing, bring sort of spirits and stuff around. I don't know. I haven't. As I said, I haven't seen the movie yet. I did have the option of picking that set up, but again, running out of space. Too much stuff here. I'm also a bit of a scaredy cat. I don't like messing with the occult and stuff like that. I'm not, you know, too into that kind of stuff. I'm not like too, you know, I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but I just hate the idea of like kind of messing with the occult stories I've heard over my life. I don't want to mess with that stuff. I don't want that hand in my I don't want that hand in my house. I know it's just a prop. I know it's just like a you know, a movie merchandise thing, but I don't want that thing anywhere near my house. So I had to pass on that box set, but I'm happy to grab this, which is really, really cool. Okay, so another one here is another great film with an Aussie lead in it. It's not an Australian movie, I don't know. It's a French film, Possession, from the 1980s, 1981. This is Possession. This originally came out as a, just looking down there to see if it's there, if I could get to it, but it came out as a Beyond Genres release from Umbrella a year or two ago. A really, really nice restoration they've done on that, and it was obviously a big seller because now they've put out a hard box special edition in 4K. So this is the 4K edition of the movie. I believe it uses the same transfer, which looks really, really, really nice. And they've just loaded it with a bunch of extra stuff. I think most of the special features are the same. It says new audio commentary on there, but I have a feeling that might... Oh no, it says new audio commentaries only on the 4K disc, so I guess that wasn't on the previous release. But yeah, it's got a hardcover set, really nice there. I love the artwork for this film. And then on the inside, you get another really beautiful hardcover book in there. Again, just the artwork and everything for this release, for this film in general, really awesome. So again, your standard book. It's got a sort of write-up on the movie behind the scenes, a lot of essays and stuff. Not a lot of pictures in here, but there's a few sort of pictures in there. I said Aussie lead. It's got the wonderful Sam Neill in this movie, who I had a chance to meet not that long ago. He just wrote an autobiography, and he did like a thing at the Melbourne Book festival or whatever they call it. Got a chance to go and see him. It was awesome. So inside that box, you get the movie. This is not a steelbook. It's just your kind of standard umbrella thing and a slipcover. Really beautiful artwork there. As I said, great artwork across the board here. And then you open up, you've got the 4K disc, you've got the Blu-ray disc, which is pretty much the disc you would have got in the old Beyond Genres release. You've got a poster in this one too, in classic style, which is the two like main artworks for the film. What I love about Umbrella, and I think a lot of labels over the years have suffered by doing the thing where there's like one artwork and they feature it on there, and then they feature it on the book, and then they feature it on the cover, and you've got like 3 or 4 different things with the same artwork. What I love about Umbrella particularly, they put this really great effort into making sure there's different artwork sort of represented across the set. Makes you feel like you're getting something that has actually had some time and effort put into it, and not just something that's been thrown together slapdash. So really nice. That's a really gorgeous box set. Another one here, another hardcover box right here, or another hard box set, is Stigmata. This is a terrific horror sort of religious thriller from the late 1990s, starring Gabrielle Byrne and Patricia Arquette. This movie I've wanted to watch my whole life, but has not been available on Blu-ray in Australia anyway until now. So I had it on DVD but never watched it. I was waiting for the Blu-ray. Finally got a chance to see it, and it's a great film. It's thrilling. It's edge of your seat. I guess it is. I guess it's not. It's one of those movies where you could argue whether it is actually horror in the traditional sense or not. But I think you could call it a horror. So again, really nice set that has different kinds of artwork represented across the whole thing. It's only a single disc one right there. You do get a cool poster with it. As with all of Umbrella's stuff now, or most of their stuff, you've got the reversible artwork where you can either have that horrible Australian certification stuff on the front, or just a nice plain, which is cool. And then, yeah, there we've got this awesome poster here, double-sided large poster with 2 of the film's artworks on there. We've got a booklet as well. Again, your standard fare. You've got photos, you've got essays, you've got write-ups, behind-the-scenes stuff. Really nice little touch. And then a collection of these art cards here. What I love, actually, is these are getting easier and easier to take off. They used to be like so tight on there, but the last few sets have actually been quite easy to take off. So yeah, there we go. We've got these really nice sort of art cards here. Patricia Arquette is great in this movie, as is Gabrielle Byrne. It's a bit of like an erotic thriller as well. It's got a bit of that thrown in. It's got a bit of religion, a little bit of horror, a little bit of everything thrown in. So it's just a really cool. It's very. It does feel very 90s, early 2000s film though. But I think I think it's great. It's a really good little relic from its time. 300 of this special edition. You can just get the normal edition as well. Umbrella's really great, again, where they will part up their box sets and you can choose what version you want to get. Just the standard hardcover, whatever, hard box, slipped, whatever. So this is of 300. I got number 228, which is pretty cool. So I usually find that they either send me like a really low number or a really high number. Not too sure if there's anything to that, whether that's just the batch that they've sent out to reviewers or whatever, but that always seems to be the case. We've got one other hard box set right here, which is Red Rock West. This is a Western, sort of neo-noir Western thing from 1992. Nick Cage, Dennis Hopper, who else in this? Lara Flynn Boyle. Loved this. I'd never seen it. I never really even heard of it, but this is so cool. You guys know I love my noirs. I love my westerns. I love my Nick Cage. Blend them all together. Neo-noir Western with Nick Cage and Dennis Hopper, Lara Flynn Boyle. Jesus Christ. Awesome film. Yeah, I love this. And I knew I just had to get this in a hard box. So I just had a feeling I was going to love this film. Again, I love this artwork here on this on the slipcover right there. Really beautifully commissioned artwork on there. And then on the inside here, we've got the what I guess is the main poster artwork for the film. So again, we've got 3 different artworks represented across the whole set. Really awesome touch. We've got a booklet in there as well, which is your standard booklet, which has got all your photos and your essays and all of that stuff right there. So that's definitely a really good touch too. And of course, you've got your photo cards there as well. And that should slide off easily. Nice and easy. Awesome. God, I'm going to have a fun time putting all these back together later. But there you go. Some really nice kind of stills from the movie. I just thought this was great. Nick Cage is a drifter. He wanders into this town and sort of unexpectedly gets embroiled in this sort of murder corruption scandal that's going on in the town with Dennis Hopper. And look, there are 1,000,001 twists and turns in the film. I think it twists about 4 or 5 times, and each time it is literally, quite literally unpredictable. Like, I did not predict any way this movie was going to move, and I just loved it for that. I thought it was really good, really smartly, beautifully written movie. I would highly, highly, highly recommend you picking this up if you're a fan of this kind of thing, because that is just an awesome film, and I can't believe I'd never seen it or even really heard about it until now. Next up, we're going to take a look at some, I guess these, was there a poster in there? Hang on, let me just double check. There's a poster in there as well. Cool artwork. What do we got here? There's our boy Nick Cage chilling in his cool suit. And then that there. Awesome. Awesome. Wish I had my bottle of water with me. But anyway, we continue until the end. Now, we've got a number of these sort of slipcover edition ones. We won't spend as much time talking about these. But first up is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles collection. Now, a while ago, they released the first these are the like 1980s, 1990s live action ones with the guys in the suits, with the Jim Henson costumes. Really cool. Now, Umbrella released all 3 of these probably about a decade ago, went out of print recently. Now, finally, they've done a box set with all 3. As I was just saying about that stinks. About maybe a year ago, 6 months ago, they re-released the first one in this kind of scratch and sniff edition that came out. It's over here, actually. It is over here, which I can get to quite easily. Oh, something just broke something. Peter Rabbit 2, I broke. But there you go. This is the Stinko-Vision edition of the first film. But finally, the first 2 films are back out on the market here as well. Now, this one, I believe, is available at JB Hi-Fi, and it is available on the Umbrella website as well. So this is kind of like an edition they put together for retail, which is really cool. And I do actually have a second copy of that, which I'm going to do like a giveaway for. I have not kind of figured out how I'm going to do that yet. I think I'll probably do something over on Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, just Dave Lee Down Under, do a search, I'll come up. I'll do a giveaway for this set right here. It's got the 3 films, and I think it's a really awesome little set. And I just wanted to do a little giveaway for people who are watching my stuff and engaging and whatever else. So that's a cool little set right there. And there was... Actually, I think that was the only kind of retail thing. Umbrella, they're doing a couple of smaller things. They're trying to support, I guess, brick and mortar stores, and they're actually doing a few smaller releases that are built specifically for sort of like a retailer environment to get kind of products on shelves, which I think is a really cool thing, because they've been so focused on their website and exclusives and stuff. I think they've realized that they need to have stuff on shelves too. And stuff like this, I think, will sell really well at like a JB Hi-Fi. So I think that's a really cool thing. There's been a couple of other releases that they've done recently. They don't really make a big deal about them on social media, big announcements and stuff. They just sort of pop up. But keep an eye on their website, because they do sell them on the websites too. Now this one here, we've got The Lord of Illusions, Clyde Barker's Lord of Illusions, movie I've never really heard of. I've never heard of until this. This is the slipcovered web exclusive edition of 1750. I got number 600, so sort of in the middle there. I didn't get a chance to check this one out, but I think it's Scott Bakula portrays Harry DeArmor, a private detective visiting Los Angeles on a routine investigation, gets more than he bargains for when he encounters a performer whose amazing illusions captivate the world. But are they really illusions? Sounds pretty cool. So I'm keen to take a look at that when I get a chance. I think there was a box set. Maybe there wasn't a box set available for this one. But I did want to grab this and get it into the collection. Again, really nice different artwork across the board. I haven't even flipped, as you can see. I haven't even really taken a look at this one yet. But you can... Oh, no, that's why I didn't flip that. Because it's got interestingly, it's got like a note from Clive Barker on the inside. So I just wanted to kind of keep that on the inside, I guess. I'm not really familiar with much of Clive Barker's stuff, but I'm keen to take a look at that one. So no really bells and whistles with that, just a nice little slip cover there, which I think's cool. I'm looking forward to checking that one out. We've got another one right here, another kind of horror film. It is Monkey Shines. This is a cult classic horror film. Again, it's an experiment in fear. Don't know a lot about it. When college athlete Alan Mann is left wheelchair-bound after a tragic accident, his world contracts into one of soul-crushing depression and impotent rage. Something about little monkeys that go around killing each other or killing people or whatever. I'm not too sure. I don't really know. I could be making that up. But it sounds cool. It's something I've heard about over the years. Got sort of cult horror. And I will check that out at some point. Now, this one did have like a big hard box special edition thing, but I just sort of opted to get the standard edition of this because, as I said, I do get offered pretty much all of the Umbrella releases, and it's up to me what ones I want to choose, and they send over. I really love how flexible they are. Umbrella is just an amazing group to deal with, but I'm not. It looks excessive, the amount of stuff that I have requested here, but I'm not one who's just going to grab all the special edition stuff just for the sake of it. So it's stuff that, like these movies like Red Rock West and Talk to Me and Possession, that I think are movies that I really love and appreciate, or will love and appreciate. I kind of want to get them into my collection, those special edition box sets. Stuff that's like more like cult horror, like this, that I know is probably not going to strike a huge chord with me. I'm happy to just kind of pick up that standard edition there. We've got another sort of cult horror film. This is a more recent movie. It must have been 2022. It's called Ribspreader. It's an Aussie film. This is the second from their Monster Fest. Their Monster Fest line. First one was Heidi. Was that was it called Mad Heidi? That was part of this line as well. I thought this came with a poster, but I'm not too sure. Is it in the box? No. It mustn't have come with a poster, but there you go, little slip cover, and then you've got the regular cover there. I think the artwork's really cool. This is like a low there is the poster there. Like a low budget Aussie independent horror thing. Really not up my alley, but I love to support local cinema. I want to get it into the collection to add to my local Australian cinema collection, and I just want to, spotlight Aussie cinema as much as I can, and I want to make like a sort of a conscious decision to support more Australian cinema across all my platforms, particularly the newer stuff that's coming out. So I did want to grab that, get that into the collection. Not sure when or if I'll ever get around to checking this one out, because again, it's probably something that's not really up my alley, this slasher kind of monster gore stuff. I don't always really love, but I did want to get that in the collection, give it a little spotlight, whatever. We've got another Aussie film here. It's called Godless, the Eastfield Exorcism. This looks pretty cool. Again, an little Australian horror flick. I think this is one that I probably will enjoy. This one came out 2022, so Umbrella's doing a really great job of getting physical editions out of the movies that they are distributing in theaters, which is really cool, because if you don't know, Umbrella do distribute films to theaters as well, mostly independent Australian stuff, which is great. So they did Talk to Me, they handled that, they handled these films, and it's great that they put a huge effort in getting these onto physical media too. I just think all over Umbrella has such a beautiful business model, and I love them, and I love working with them. So this is a special edition of 250. I got number 149, so a pretty low number there, a pretty high number there towards the high end. I really love the slip on this. It's really nice. You've got this kind of shimmer on there, which is beautiful, and then different artwork in there, which I think is like the film's main poster artwork. I don't know much about this, but I guess it's just like an Australian exorcist story, and it looks cool. I'm really keen to get into this one right here. But yeah, so that's a single disc one, just a Blu-ray, and it comes with a little booklet, I think. They didn't go all out on this one, but they did put like quite a substantial effort into giving a little booklet instead of a poster, some little write-ups, behind the scenes stuff. Great support of local content right there. I just think that's awesome. I think that's really, really cool. So I'm going to watch that one. It looks quite good. I think I'll really enjoy that. I do like a bit of Oz horror. So, cool. Okay, we've got two more to take a look at. These are just like standard edition ones. We've got Shine. This is the biopic 1996. I need my glasses. Yeah, mid-90s biopic on David Helfgott, which is the musical prodigy, starring Geoffrey Rush, directed by great Aussie filmmaker Scott Hicks. One of the greatest films ever made in Australia. One of the greatest Aussie films ever made. Terrific performance from Geoffrey Rush in this. And it's just... did he win the Oscar for this? I have to double check because I know... I always feel like, did he win the Oscar or was he nominated? His performance is really, really, really good in this. He won the Oscar for this film. He won, best lead actor for this film. So it's that's something that's just so unusual for an Aussie film, of course. But yeah, his performance in this is stunning. They issued this. Did they issue this or was this? I have the original edition. This was released on Blu-ray a few years back. It may have actually not been put out by Umbrella. It might have been put out by someone else. I think it was Umbrella. But they've put it back on the market because it went out of print. This was actually originally supposed to be part of the Sunburnt Screens line. They announced this within sort of press materials a year ago, 2 years ago maybe. It was originally supposed to be part of this. But there was something to do with filmmaker approval or something that took ages to clear. And it's now that they've ended this line, they have just put it out as like a standard edition. But it's interesting to see the kind of the back cover is designed as if it were one of these Sunburnt Screens things. So it's almost like an honorary Sunburnt Screens edition. And I think I'm going to put that in the collection alongside the Sunburnt Screens thing. So I really wish they had continued that line because I really love that Sunburnt Screens. But to see that they're still sort of slowly trickling out stuff that would have fit into that collection anyway is still really good. And one more thing here is another just standard edition. This is Blown Away, a movie I'd somehow never heard of. This is a 1994 action detective sort of neo-noir thriller starring Jeff Bridges, Tommy Lee Jones. Tommy Lee Jones is this crazy Irish, I guess like a terrorist freedom fighter who has it in for Jeff Bridges. I won't spoil it too much. There's a few twists and turns in here. But he's got it in for Jeff Bridges for a bit, ends up stalking him, blowing up a bunch of shit. It's a cool film. This is a really cool, just over-the-top 90s action thriller. Tommy Lee Jones' performance in this is just off the charts. It's insane. It's crazy. You can see why. I know Batman Forever wasn't long after this, or was it like around the same time as this? But you can see how he fit that comic booky kind of character. This came out, I believe, the same year as The Fugitive, or sort of 1 year either side of The Fugitive. And yeah, so it's sort of around that period where he's about to really take off as like a 90s actioner star. But Jeff Bridges is terrific in this as well. I really loved it. I thought it was good. It's just over the top. It's hammy. It's cheesy. But there's some bloody awesome action sequences and explosions and stuff in this film. If you're a fan of 90s action cinema or just action cinema in general, that's definitely one to pick up. This is actually another example of like the retailer kind of ones that they put together. Just a smaller release to get it onto shelves. They didn't make a big deal about this being released on the website or on their social medias, but I saw it pop up and I said, could I please grab a copy of that? I want to check it out. So that's awesome. So look, whole bunch of stuff here from Umbrella. I gotta say thanks to the team for sending over so much stuff, for being so generous with how much you are sending and continuing to send. And as far as, you know, as far down as merchandise and stuff like that, I love you guys. I love supporting you guys. I love working with you guys. I want to work with you guys. I want to put this publicly. I want to work with you guys on a box set, whether it's writing an essay in a booklet or it's making supplements for your Blu-rays. I've spoken to you guys about this privately. We're trying to make it work, but I really want, that's like a dream of mine to help you guys out with some of this stuff. It would be awesome. So let's find a project that aligns with both of us, and go from there. I think it'd be awesome. So yeah, thanks again to Umbrella for sending over this, and thanks to everybody out there for giving this video a view. I really appreciate it, as always. I've got, as I said, another couple of videos coming out over either the next couple of days or over the next couple of weeks, whenever I manage to get them up. We've got some stuff from Sanity, which is just kind of more standard studio releases, and we've also got a small imprint via Vision video to look at as well. So thanks again to everybody. I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy.